Hi, folks. I want to give you a quick update on the markets. We're starting to see a lot of the impact from the Hurricane Harvey. We still are going to be affected by Hurricane Irma, which is forecast to hit Florida this weekend. But we are starting to see in the data the impact of Hurricane Harvey. First of all, we had today weekly claims for unemployment insurance up to 298,000. That was a 62,000 increase in unemployment insurance claims, brought that up to the highest level in 2 years, and that was Hurricane Harvey related. And we don't know how long those people will be unemployed, nor do we know if all of those jobs will be eventually be recovered. That's number one. Number two, we got the EIA weekly petroleum status report today. I sent an email out to MMT Trader subscribers. If you are on the list, check your email, because I sent that out as I do every week with the summary and analysis. And I have to tell you, that was a wild report, because some of the data in there, much of the data, I should say, was so off trend as to be shocking and making it very, very hard to analyze. For example, we had a 3.3 million barrel per day drop in refiner inputs. The inputs are the crude they input into their refineries in a single week. That is the biggest single week drop that I have ever seen. Now, you know that's going to come back eventually when refineries are back up and running full steam, but we just don't know when that's going to be, number one. And that is a huge drop in crude demand by refiners. Number two, we saw a huge drop in gasoline demand. So those people who were predicting a lot of demand destruction from the hurricane, they were right. We saw a gigantic drop in gasoline demand, and we could only surmise that the same thing is going to happen this weekend in Florida. So that makes it also quite tough to sort of determine the forward outlook. The demand's going to come back. We know that. We just don't know when. It's a question of when. As far as inventories, we saw a build in crude, which is what I forecast. Not an enormous build. I think it was 4.6 million barrels. We saw a draw in gasoline, which is another thing that I forecast. But the main thing here was the huge drop in crude demand by refiners and the huge drop in gasoline demand as we got demand destruction from the hurricane. Also, enormous drop in crude oil imports, and also a decline in exports, which is U.S. exports of crude and products. So everything got hit. They got hit with numbers that just skew the whole thing in a crazy manner. And really, you could kind of guess that all that's going to bounce back. It's just a question of when. That's really the key thing here. And so on the email that I sent out, I gave some suggestions of how to play it. So make sure you check out that email. By the way, if you are not an MMT Trader subscriber and you want to check it out, you're not obligated. You could just go and get a 30-day free trial. Go to my website, pitbulleconomics.com, and right there on the homepage it says get a free trial, 30-day free trial to MMT Trader. Zombie trading. Yesterday we nailed it on the short dollar Canada trade. Of course, the Bank of Canada unexpectedly, in a surprise, raised rates. Canadian dollar soaring. We have the highest level of speculative longs in the Canadian dollar in 5 years. It might even be higher than that now. I didn't check as of yesterday. So tremendous amount of activity. We got the disruptions from the hurricane. Short-term impact is going to be very, very significant. We could see that in the numbers. Longer term, things are very likely to snap back. We just don't know exactly when. Final thing I want to say, there were reports, and I got some emails from some of you today talking about Trump made comments about getting rid of the debt ceiling. Finally, we get something out of this guy's mouth that is, halfway intelligent. This is the smartest thing that this guy has said or proposed since he was president, and probably the smartest thing he has ever said. The debt ceiling is an anachronism. It is tied to the days of the gold standard. We are no longer on the gold standard. We gave up the gold standard domestically 84 years ago. We gave it up internationally, 46 years ago. There's no reason to have a debt ceiling anymore. People were asking me, is this bearish for the dollar? It doesn't change the outlook for the dollar simply because they've always raised the debt ceiling, so it's kind of like it didn't exist. The dollar's trend is much more determined by the budget process. Are they increasing spending? Are they cutting spending? And we've always had a budget process, so that's the thing to look at. And of course, my subscribers, MMT Trader subscribers, I have those numbers every single day off the daily Treasury statement, so nobody is more ahead in terms of that analysis than we are. So once again, if you want MMT Trader, go to pitbulleconomics.com. I sent out a couple of emails today. I'll send it to you. If you want zombie trading, go to pitbulleconomics.com. Click on the tab that says products and sign up for a 30-day free trial of zombie trading. Got to run now, everybody. See you guys later. Bye-bye.